Good morning, Robbie.
Good morning.
So pretty.
Oh, here's our car. Oh, we gotta be at McDonald's. No matter where you are. Everybody waves.
So here we sat in the little regional airport there in Panama City, awaiting our flight to Bocas del Toro, Panama. And what better to do when you're bored? Eat, of course. And look at these empanadas. Quite a selection here at this cute little coffee shop inside this airport. And I'm scrolling through and looking at all the beautiful delicacies, just assuming there's not going to be anything for me. And what do I spy with my little eyes? Why, a GF symbol. Oh, why, yes, they did have a gluten-free empanada for moi. Next, time to go through the little security line. And here in Panama, they really want you to wear those masks. So, although at the international airport it's not required, here at the regional airport it is. And also on the little regional airline, you must wear your mask the entire time. This is one of those airports that you actually have to walk out of the airport and to the airfield and up the stairs and onto the plane. So we loaded up and we were very excited to get started on this last bit of our travel. Our flight was about 45 minutes in length from Panama City to Bocas del Toro. And as we got closer to Bocas, we really started getting excited because we could see down in that water and you can see the coral reefs. You can see all the sailboats anchored in the anchorages. And then, boom, you are flying directly over a little town and onto the landing strip there in Bocas del Toro. And it was a lot of fun getting off the plane and checking out some of the sites. It's a small community here and, no big buildings or anything like that. And there are residential areas lining the landing strip area. So it was a lot of fun just to check everything out. And they had one gentleman who unloaded all the bags and he lined up all of the bags. And I was trying to figure out, well, what are they doing? Why are they organizing the bags like this? It's very odd. Well, until a few minutes later when you see the drug sniffing dog come out and he gave all of the bags a once over to make sure no controlled substances. And then we met Mike and Cheryl outside of the airport And they asked us if we wanted to get a taxi or if we wanted to walk over to where his boat was. We opted for a walk since we had, been in airplanes for, all the day before and already so far some of this morning. So here we are walking through the little town of Bocas, and I think they call it Bocas Town. And it was very warm. That's the bank there to the left, and Cheryl was actually stopping in at the bank to, I guess, get money or something. And so we were just kind of waiting for her and having some conversation with Mike.
There's one more in town, so new cash. This is where you get that. Cheryl.
Yeah. I need some papayas. I need papaya every morning. Should I buy some right now or no? I want papayas.
Naranja dulce. Rico ya.
I'll take some of that and some of these. How many do these want? Like
Una papaya.
two papaya. One of those.
Dos papaya.
This was such a great little fruit stand, and just a spoiler alert, that papaya, fantastic. So Aunt Kathy, I know you're heading out soon to visit. Definitely pick up some papaya.
Mandarina.
No, we'll stick with this. I gotta carry it all. Yep, I gotta carry it.
Sí.
I'm getting two papayas, some of these oranges, and some of that. Mango tong.
7.
Piña.
So it was about a 9-block walk, and we arrived here at this little restaurant where Mike and Cheryl had their boat docked. We loaded all of our suitcases into the boat, and then we were going to have a nice little lunch together and then go hit the grocery store here in Bocas. We can just get in and start snorkeling. We got our stuff. So this little restaurant is called Buena Vista, and this drink was delicious. I absolutely love this drink. Here's the menu. Let's see what it was called. It was called the Tropical Dream. I was expecting something super sweet, kind of over the top, but it was really refreshing and delicious. And it was a beautiful open air restaurant, as most of them are here in Bocas and Panama in general. They're almost all open air restaurants. This one, it was just beautifully kind of, decorated. It was a lot of fun. And, the bonus was the food was absolutely fantastic. Here's a little view of the main street here that runs along the ocean front. All of these restaurants that are behind me at this point all have docks. All right, and then it was time to hit the grocery store after a nice little lunch. And this grocery store was, very well stocked. And honestly, the prices in this grocery store were not horrible. Obviously, a lot of the food products that are available are Latin, or Central American in nature, but they had plenty of American offerings, and even the prices on some of them were really not that much more than I would have paid back at home. Like, for example, here we have Chosen Foods avocado oil, and this was $13 for this big bottle, and this I think was $5.50 for the spray, and I think I pay about that price back in the States, so it was a really fun experience. Okay, these were the largest rice paper wraps I've ever seen. They were not normal spring roll wrapper size. They were like large burrito size. I wish I would have bought some. And I'm sorry, I feel like I failed you. I have no idea what these very interesting tubers are that are for sale here, and I really should have taken more time and done some research so I could tell you what these are. But clearly, they are some sort of local or native food item. I thought this was interesting. Cat food in individual kind of portions. And then the freezer section was actually pretty robust. I mean, check out the shrimp here. Pretty incredible. Calamari rings. And they really had a great freezer section. And that makes sense. This is an island, hard to keep things fresh. They need to probably freeze it wherever it is caught. Here's some beef. It's a steak running, about $25 for the steak, $9 for some hamburger. So definitely expensive on some of the meat products. A lot of potatoes that are readily available as well. And look at all of these fresh whole chickens. I mean, that's a lot of chickens. So, they definitely enjoy chicken in Panama. They did have a variety of fresh beef and pork as well. So you didn't only have to buy frozen. And look at the produce, all individually wrapped and ready in these beautiful refrigerated cases, as well as fruits. So it was really a nice selection of food items. We definitely made a haul. A lot of alcoholic beverage. We were preparing for, 5 days of fun. So we loaded up on all sorts of snacks, things we thought we would eat in our little suites at Mike and Cheryl's. We knew we were going to have a refrigerator of our own. So we figured, why not stock up on some groceries, drinks, and be ready, because there wasn't going to be anything really available once we got to their island. This was a yummy seltzer water. It was really good. And look at this, even some gluten-free items. Can you believe this? Bob's Red Mill pizza crust and Ghirardelli chocolate chips. So they had plenty of, options available. They had a pretty big wine selection and alcohol beverage selection, so we loaded up. So the nice people in the grocery store helped to box up everything we had selected, and then we paid one of the gentlemen there to help us get it to the boat. We had to, several block walk from the grocery store to where the boat is docked. So he loaded up much of what we bought. We carried the rest, and we all hauled back over to the dock. And then we had to load it onto the boat. And then it was just about time to go. So here we are. This is the island of Bocas, and we are getting ready to load up on Mike and Cheryl's boat with everything we bought and all of our luggage, and get on over to their island of Bastimentos. There are a lot of sailboats coming and going amongst all of these islands here in the Panama area, and right in front of Mike and Cheryl's place, there are actually quite a few sailboats that are docked out there. Some stay out there semi-permanently. Some came and went as we were there. They're definitely just traveling through. And Mike and Cheryl also located just right around the corner from a pretty famous marina that a lot of sailboats stay at, Red Frog Marina. So I think a lot are in the area for that attraction as well. There is Mike and Cheryl's house right there, that red roofed 2-tier structure over the water, and that's where we're getting ready to dock and unload and begin to have some fun. Mike made us some fantastic drinks to welcome us to their island and their lovely home. He had fresh coconuts that he cord, and then topped off with a little fresh, with rum and fresh lime, and served it up. And there's really not a better way to be welcomed to Panama than that lovely drink.
Video girl.
Ah, delicious. Nice. Well. And so began the adventure that is going to be our Panama vacation with Robbie and Nina and Mike and Cheryl. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because on our next video, we are going to be hitting the floating bar and doing some scuba diving. So make sure to like and subscribe.